Hello everyone, my name is Farina Com. Matrix number is 01DIT24F1133. Today I'm going to talk about one of the most significant cyber incident in history, the Yahoo data breaches of 2013 and 2014. These events are important not just because of the huge number of accounts that were compromised, but because they reveal how a cyber attack can shake investor confidence, reduce the value of a major company, and even draw in state-sponsored actors. The Yahoo case has become a milestone in how world views cybersecurity, corporate responsibility, and international cybercrimes. So, what actually happened? Let's see. Yahoo was hit by not one but two separate breaches. The first took place in 2013, but it wasn't revealed until years later. Initially, Yahoo admitted that 1 billion accounts that has been affected. But in 2017, after deeper investigation, they revised that number and announced that, in fact, all 3 billion user accounts has been compromised. This made the largest corporate data breach in history. Then, there was another major incident in 2017, which exposed around 500 million accounts. The stolen information includes name, email addresses, date of birth, phone numbers, and also passwords. In some cases, even user security questions and answers were taken. What's even more troubling is that by 2015 and 2017, hackers had figured out how to forge Yahoo's login cookies. That meant they could access accounts without ever needing a password. And investigators later found out that around 32 million accounts has been accessed this way. Let me quickly walk you through the timeline. In August 2013, the first massive breach took place, though it wasn't made public until much later. In late 2014, the second major breach occurred, affecting 500 million accounts. By 2015 and 2016, forged cookies were being used to break into accounts silently. Yahoo didn't announce anything until September 16, when they finally disclosed the 2014 breach. A few months later, in December, they admitted that 1 billion accounts has been stolen in 2013. And finally, in October 2017, they revised the number upwards again, confirming that all 3 billion accounts has been hit. Now, who was behind all this? In 2017, the United States Department of Justice charged two officers from Russia Federal Security Service, the FSB, along with two criminal hackers. This was unusual because it shows clear cooperation between the state intelligence officer and profit-driven cyber criminals. One of the hackers, a Canadian citizen, was eventually plead guilty. So this wasn't just a random cybercrime, but it was an international case that mixed with financial motives. There are some there are some shocking and interesting facts that stand out about this case. First, it remained the largest data breach ever, with all 3 billion accounts affected. Second, Yahoo has indication of these institutions earlier but delayed the disclosure for years, which only made the fallout worse. Third, the cookies fogging technique was particularly alarming because it allowed hackers to bypass passwords completely. Fourth, the data breach was linked directly to Russian intelligence officers, which evaluate it from a corporate crisis to a geopolitical incident. Fifth, financial consequences were huge, from the reduced sale price to the lawsuit and penalties. And finally, it worth nothing that credit card and bank account data weren't part of the stolen information. But because attackers had because attackers had the access to billions of email accounts, they could reset passwords and gain entry to other countless services. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nadia Maisara binti Salman and my matrix number is 01DIT24F1180. Next, I will explain for security elements. First, for vulnerabilities is weak password storage. Yahoo use MD5 hashing without sorting, which is an outdated and insecure method, leaving password vulnerable to brute force and rainbow table attacks. This means that once hacker obtained the password database, they could easily crack millions of passwords. Next is legacy infrastructure. Outdated system lack robust security, monitoring and patching. Robust security can prevent unauthorized access and can keep sensitive data safe. Yahoo relied on old, outdated systems that were not patched or updated regularly. This created security gaps and make it easier for attackers to exploit vulnerabilities. Modern systems usually have automatic updates and stronger security monitoring, but Yahoo's reliance on legacy infrastructure left them exposed. Next is session management flaws. Stolen source code enable attackers to forge authentication cookies. With these fake cookies, attackers could log in to users' account without needing a password. This is a critical flaw in how Yahoo manage user session. Next is poor incident response. Security events were neither escalated nor disclosed in a timely manner. Next is poor incident response. Security events were neither escalated nor disclosed in a timely manner. These breaches occurred in 2013 to 2014, but users were not informed until 2016 to 2017. This delay gave attackers years of free access to stolen data and prevented users from taking protective actions like changing their password. Next security elements is threats. First, state-sponsored attackers. The 2014 breach was attributed to Russian FSB officers working with cyber criminals. This shows that Yahoo wasn't just attacked by random criminals, but by well-funded and organized nation-state actors with advanced skill and resource. Next is cybercriminal exploitation. Stolen data was sold on the dark web and used for phishing and credential stuffing attacks, which is reusing Yahoo's usernames and passwords on other websites. Next is secondary risk. Many users reuse Yahoo credentials across platforms, broadening the impact beyond Yahoo service. Once Yahoo breached, attacker could try the same credentials on other platforms, leading to wider account takeovers. Next security elements is risk and impacts. First, user impact. Billions of accounts exposed to identity theft, spam, phishing, and account takeovers. Some attackers even use stolen information for scams, impersonation, or blackmail. This created long-term personal and financial risk for victims. Second is financial impact. Verizon, which was in the process of buying Yahoo, reduced its acquisition price for Yahoo by $350 million. Yahoo later paid $117.5 million in settlements. This shows how cyber incident can cause huge financial losses beyond just fixing system. Thirdly is legal or regulatory impact. Yahoo was fined $35 million by the SEC for failing to disclose breaches promptly. 4 individuals, including Russian agents, were indicted in 2017. This shows how companies can face both legal penalties and international scrutiny if they mishandle security. Last but not least is reputational damage. Trust in Yahoo collapsed, driving users to competitors and cementing Yahoo's decline as an internet leader. Perhaps the most lasting impact was loss of user trust. Millions of people abandoned Yahoo and switched to competitors like Gmail. This breach cemented Yahoo's decline as a leading internet company, showing that a damaged reputation can be more costly than fines or lawsuits.
Hi, my name is Nurul Anastasia binti Muhammad Fauzi, nama matrik 01 JIT24F 1177. I will present about preventive measure and learning outcome. Next, preventive measure. Preventive measure consists of 5 points. Firstly, stronger password security. Use modern algorithm like bscript or Argentoo with salting. Yahoo used the all-MD5 algorithm without salting to store password. MD5 is message digest algorithm 5 is an all cryptographic hash function that is now weak and easily cracked using rainbow tables or brute force. If Yahoo had used bscript or Argentoo with salting, passwords would have been much harder to break even if database was stolen. For example, in Yahoo's case, millions of users use the same password, like 12345. Without sorting, the hashes were identical and easy to identify. But with sorting, each user's hash would still be different even if the password were the same. Moreover, enforce regular credential resets. Yahoo was slow to force users to reset their password after the 2013 or 2014 breaches. As a result, many people continue using old and compromised passwords. If Yahoo had quickly reset all credentials, the risk of account takeovers could be could have been minimized. Secondly, multi-factor authentication (MFA), mandatory multi-factor authentication. At the time of the breaches, Yahoo relied only on password. Once millions of passwords were leaked, accounts became easy to hijack. If MFA had been mandatory, even stolen passwords wouldn't have been enough to access accounts. Such as in Yahoo's case, even if a hacker had your password, they would still need the OTP sent to your phone to log in. It's like having two locks on your door, like the regular key and an extra padlock. Thirdly, robust monitoring and detection. Deploy Intrusion Detection System (IDS). Yahoo failed to detect the breaches for years due to weak monitoring. If with IDS in place, they could have identified suspicious activity such as forged cookies or large-scale data transfer. In Yahoo's case, hackers create fake cookies to log in without a password, and IDS could have flagged these abnormal logins. In addition, monitor dark web for stolen data. After the breaches, Yahoo user data was sold on the dark web. If Yahoo had monitored those marketplaces earlier, they could have alerted users faster. It's like checking the black market for your stolen belongings. If you find them being sold there, you know a thief was already broken into your house. After that, secure development and cookie management. Protect source code with strict access controls. In the 2014 breach, hackers stole part of Yahoo's source code and used it for forged cookies. This happened because access to the code wasn't restricted strongly. Furthermore, ensure authentication cookies cannot be forged. One major weakness was the hackers could create fake account no fake cookies to access account without a password. Stronger encryption and unique cookie protection would have prevented this. Lastly, incident response and disclosure. Establish a rapid escalation protocols. Yahoo was slow to escalate breach incidents to executive and users. With clear escalation protocols, the damage could have been contained earlier. For example, in Yahoo's case, the 2013 breach wasn't disclosed until 2016. That's like a small fire breaking out, but employees wait years before calling the fire department. Then, disclose breaches promptly. Yahoo deliberately delayed disclosure of the breaches, sometimes for years. This made the impact worse and damaged trust. For example, it's like a water pipe bursting in a neighborhood, but the water company keeps it secret. By the time people find out, and then the damage is already severe and the customer lose trust. Lessons learned. The Yahoo breach taught us key lessons about security and trust. Let's look at these lessons one by one. Firstly, delay disclosure magnifies harm. Yahoo was slow to disclose the data breach. Because of this delay, users didn't have the chance to change their password or protect their accounts. Hackers, on the other hand, had more time to misuse the stolen information. The clear lesson here is that early disclosure is crucial to reduce damage and maintain user trust. Second, legacy security practices are dangerous. Yahoo was still using the old MD5 algorithm without sorting to store passwords. This method had long been considered weak and easy to crack. When a company continues to rely on outdated system, the risk become very high. And the lesson here is that security must always be updated to modern standard, not only after an incident happens. Next, cybersecurity directly affects valuation. The Yahoo breach was not only a security issue, but also a financial one. After the incident, Verizon lowered the acquisition's price by $3,050 million. This proves how closely cybersecurity is linked to reputation and company value. In other words, investing in security actually protects a business worse. After that, nation-states threats demand advanced defenses. The 2014 attacks involved hackers connected to Russian intelligence. Nation-state threats like these are far more advanced than ordinary hackers. This means that large corporations must be prepared with stronger defense and advanced security technologies. Otherwise, they can easily become targets of large-scale attacks. Last but not least, defense in depth is essential. Yahoo relied only on basic controls and lacked layer protection. What they should have had was a combination of modern encryption, multi-factor authentication, continuous monitoring, and rapid incident response. The concept of defense in depth is vital because when one layer fails, other layers still can protect the user's data.